making his way now to the, I mean, look, how do I even get through this? Look at Stephen Wagner, man. He's just so excited to come out here and compete. Look at him. It would be, I mean, I would be a huge jerk if I didn't just simply mention the emotion that this kid carries into the cage with him. And Andy, we got a chance to talk to Stephen yesterday. I mean, he broke down in tears just sitting and talking to us about how excited he was to fight for the B2 Fighting. I mean, gosh, dude. I mean, I'm literally getting chills.
Man, there's something about this young man. He's got something special, and it's in his heart and it's in his eyes. And he talked to us yesterday. Look, man, number two ranked B2 North featherweight. Let me tell you something. He deserves every aspect of it. And look, this is what he's got to do to put that belt around his waist tonight, Alex Hacker. He's got to fight tall, man. Will Baker likes to get on the inside, use good head movement. He needs to fight tall. He's got to win the transitions against Will Baker. Will is really good at winning the transitions and scrambles. And Stephen Wagner has got to create scrambles, and he's got to win scrambles. Stephen Wagner's really good at creating scrambles, using his wrestling and looking for the choke. He's always neck hunting, and he's always looking for the finish.
I mean, look at Stephen Wagner, man. Yeah, I mean, again, it would be totally remiss of us to not mention. Look at the emotion that this kid carries into this cage with him. It's been a long, long road for Stephen Wagner to get here and compete for the B2 Fighting Series Featherweight Championship. You know, both within his mixed martial arts journey and also his personal journey. A lot is going on in this young man's life. I've had the privilege to know him since he was a kid, really training. And you know, I'm not going to go into the young man's whole entire life, obviously, but trust me when I tell you, this kid's been through quite a bit, and this moment means so much to him here tonight. And I mean, what can you do but love the kid for this? I mean, he's going to come out here, he's going to lay it all on the line. This fight was scheduled to happen a long time ago. He stayed patient, waited for his moment. He's undefeated. Let's bring his opponent out.
And please make welcome his opponent out of the one more gym red corner, Will Baker.
And the defending B2 Fighting Series North Featherweight Champion is making his way now to the one more gym red corner. He is Will the Lion King Baker out of Club MMA in Cincinnati, Ohio. He is undefeated, 4 victories, absolutely no defeats, with 4 finishes. I mean, this kid's a stud, man. He's just a stud. There's nothing else that you can say. Legitimately the real deal.
Right, man. Both of these guys are studs, and this is what I feel like he needs to do to retain his title. He needs to control the center, And what I mean by that, get inside. Will Baker's really good at countering, getting inside, good head movement, popping off to the body, going back to the head, and mixing it up. Conditioning. Look, he's been through a 5-round war. He knows what's up. Stephen Wagner's only went to a decision 1 time, but it wasn't 5 rounds, it was 3. That 6 minutes is huge. That's going to be a major factor tonight, just like it was in our first title fight that I thought. Also, experience, right? Will Baker's been in the bigger fights. He's been in the 5-round wars. He's been in the title fights, obviously. So I feel like the experience and everything else could play a big factor tonight in this fight. But when you're dealing with a guy like Stephen Wagner, and he has that powerful feeling and emotion in his heart, that's a hard man to beat, man.
What a fight, man. What a fight. As you see Will Baker pause on the steps there as he takes his final steps into the B2 Fighting Series cage as he looks to make his first defense of the B2 Fighting Series North Featherweight Championship. Your tail of the tape here. Stephen Wagner, 4 inches taller with a massive reach advantage. Let's get this one going. I can't wait any longer. Here is Lance Green.
B2 Fighting Series fans, this amateur featherweight fight is set for 5 3-minute rounds, and it is for the B2 Fighting Series Amateur Featherweight Championship. First, fighting out of the blue corner. His record stands undefeated at 4 wins, 0 losses. His height, 6 feet, 1 inch, and his weight, 144 pounds. He trains with Derby City and comes to you from Louisville, Kentucky. He is your number 2 ranked B2 North featherweight contender, and his name is Stephen Wagner. And his opponent, fighting out of the one more gym red corner, also boasting an undefeated record of 4 wins and 0 losses. His height, 5 feet, 9 inches. His weight, 145 pounds. He trains with Club MMA and fights out of Cincinnati, Ohio. He is your current and defending B2 North Amateur Featherweight Champion, and his name is Will the Lion King Baker!
All right, gentlemen, this is for the B2 Featherweight Amateur Championship. We've been through the rules in the back. I expect a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch him up if you want.
All right, let's do it. Stephen Wagner in the black, Will the Lion King Baker in the Gucci Muay Thai shorts, third man in the cage, referee Bobby Wambacher.
Fighting in style, isn't he?
That's right.
Gucci Muay Thai shorts, never seen him before. Nice teep kick by Stephen Wagner. He needs to set that up. You cannot throw any kind of naked kicks on Will Baker. Nice head kick.
Yeah, blocked by Will Baker, but it did get through. And Baker throwing heavy shots as well.
Okay, here's the scrambles. Here's the scrambles we're talking about right here. It's going to be a significant advantage for whoever can win the scrambles on this fight. I think that's going to be a tail of the tape or a keys of victory in this fight right here. Nice.
Ooh, Wagner snuck in a right hand on the break. Good angles right there by the Lion King. Takedown attempt for Stephen Wagner, and Baker threw him too hard.
Yeah, he did. He let his hips get away from him right there. He didn't settle his hips down, and now he's paying for it. And Stephen Wagner's the wrong person to have on top of you. 2
minutes remaining in this first round. A lot of time for Stephen Wagner to work. Will Baker, of course, no slouch in the jiu-jitsu department as well.
No, he's not. Look, I'm going to look for Stephen Wagner to go ahead and pass that right knee of Will Baker and get into that side control. That's exactly what he's working on now. And then he'll be looking to get knee on belly and hopefully get to the mount is what Stephen Wagner is looking to do. But you see a lot of times, Hacker, a lot of guys are content. There he goes, right into the mount. Oh, good job by Will Baker to retain half guard.
Baker does have the underhook on the left side here. He gives it up to frame on the face. Perhaps, Baker's going to look to come out the backside here, I think. Baker's going to try to come out the back. Work up to his right elbow.
And there he goes. Good job by Will Baker.
And Wagner with big shots on the break again. The tape moved out of the way by Will Baker.
Ooh,
knee attempt right there. Oh, and Wagner with the left hook.
Wagner's countering very well. He's got to be careful ducking down, man. That flying knee was right there for Will Baker. Nice leg kick by Will Baker.
Bit of a reach right there for Wagner on that one. He's so much longer than Baker, but Baker thus far doing a great job of finding his way inside.
He is, man, but he's very unorthodox, too. He's kind of awkward in there. He's really tall. And the shots come from different angles. But, look, man, Will Baker's doing a really good job. He's creating angles very well. Wagner goes to throw, and then Will Baker's he's not there anymore.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it any better. Nobody could have it. Wagner's reaching, and Baker's angling. So what do you do in this scenario? Will you have to cut Baker off or skate to where the puck is going?
No, so here's what you got to do to fix that, right? You got to start throwing feints and cutting off while you're throwing feints, and then he'll be there to be able to penetrate that 1-2 that he's trying to penetrate.
Big right hand misses right there for Wagner. 10 seconds remaining. Ben Fowler's calling for Wagner to secure a takedown. What a first round, man. What a first round.
But you know what? That does not surprise me. I called this for fight of the night. But I'm telling you, that doesn't surprise me at all. The back and forth, the transition and scramblings. And to be honest with you, both of these guys are very hard to get out of there. They've never been finished.
Well, they never lost. They never lost.
So that's what I'm saying, though, man. I mean, I can see this going all 5 rounds and just being a war, a technical war all 5 rounds.
Now, as you mentioned, as you see on the replay there, I mean, look at that. Just Baker threw Wagner too hard. But as you see on the replay, Wagner does have to be aware of ducking his head down there. We've seen the knee attempt from Baker a couple of times. The body kick lands right there for Baker.
And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I know for a fact Will Baker saw that when he ducked down. He saw that the knee was there. He was too far in to throw the knee. I guarantee you he's going to be looking for that moving forward into the second round.
All right, second of a potential 5 rounds here. Very tightly contested first round. And right away I hear Jeff Robinson telling Will Baker, circle to your left. They want you to stay away from the power hand, the left side of Stephen Wagner.
Oh, man,
heavy
Stephen.
kicks.
Yeah, he was. He was setting up for that head kick.
Right.
Man, Wagner, every time he throws, I mean, it's with a vengeance. Oh, he about ducked into that head kick. Man, Will's angling is so sick, man. He's just so good at it. Look at that, the
Shot attempt
transition.
by-
Oh, good job by Wagner.
Look, man, Baker's just putting together, a complete puzzle right now. I mean, he's good in every aspect. Wagner looking to secure a takedown, but he's got a body lock. Good head position right now. Wagner needs to run his feet, run.
But look, man, that was pretty tricky what Will Baker just did. He put his left foot inside of the right leg of Wagner, and that prevented Wagner from getting the takedown.
Man, these guys are so slick. Both of these guys just so slick.
Transitions, man. There's a knee right there for Baker. He saw it, but Wagner grabbed that single leg. He needs to rotate out and snatch it down. Will Baker said, Andy, that's easier said than done, buddy.
Jeff Robinson calling for Will Baker to grab the cow catcher. He wants Baker to thread in that left hand underneath the right arm of Stephen Wagner. Wagner looking to secure his hands. Got the knees buckled for just a second, but Will Baker spreads his base out. And
I feel
you
like
look at Wagner, he's, perpendicular at his knees. And good, he needs to get his butt up under him, his chest up high as he does there, but he lets the hands go.
I would like to see Will pummel on that right side. That's exactly what he does. Good job. Man, Wagner's got to be careful ducking.
Got to be careful.
Ooh.
Well, he's trying to avoid the heavy right hand of Baker, and here we see again Wagner reaching with the left, and Baker's gone, and the head kick attempt.
That's the second time he's ducked down into that head kick. He's got to be careful.
Is Wagner hurt?
Yeah, no, that hurt the shin right there. That was shin on shin.
Heavy hits for Will Baker as he postures, going to town with the ground and pound. A lot of time left for Will Baker to work right now. Circling, attempting to take the back.
Oh, beautiful. He tried to do the inside trip right there. That was a beautiful job by Will Baker. He can circle out to the back of Wagner right now.
And Baker putting together a lot of strikes here. Wagner in trouble. Short time remaining in this second round. Baker passes the hips. Wagner trying to survive the second round.
And I think he's going to survive. He's only got about 5 seconds left. Will Baker's trying to look for the finish.
That's it. That's the round.
Man, Wagner looks tired, man. He looks worn down.
He's brought all that emotion into him.
Yeah.
Here, we're going to go to the red corner, see what Jeff Robinson has to say.
Breathe. Focus on me. It's not over yet. That round is over. Come on. And breathe. Calm down. Calm down. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay? The body shots are hurting him. All right? You hit that knee, that hurt him. He's ducking low. You can't kick high. You got to hit him low on the right side. Okay? Keep your level change. Bring that skip in. Go low, high. Or We got to bring the uppercut in, all right? You understand? Does anything hurt? Huh? Yeah. Blow it. Does anything hurt? Coach. Go, go, go. Right. Break in and out. All right? You got this. Stand up. Show them you're not tired.
Use that skill, baby. Show them why you're great.
Hey, he's exhausted. Come on. Show everybody why you're a champion.
Of course, great stuff right there from Jeff Robinson.
I tell you what, man, I really agree with Jeff Robinson on that. Like, you can't throw the high head kick when he's ducking low. Go low on that kick, it will hit the head. And I agree 100% with that. And I agree also, I feel like all that emotion that Stephen Wagner had leading up to this fight is draining.
And I could not agree more. I mean, I really think that that's the case. He really hasn't even taken all that much damage, but he looks drained. At the end of the round, rather, he looked quite drained.
He did. And, I mean, having said that, there's a lot of transitions and
right.
scrambles going on in this fight. Oh, nice knee to the body.
That
hurt him.
Yes, that hurt. Head kick
Nice
block.
head kick block.
And Will Baker all over Stephen Wagner, honestly just kind of ragdolling him at this moment.
Yeah, man, he's the fresher fighter. Man,
Yeah.
the speed, and to be honest with you, he's outpowering Wagner.
I mean, I wonder if Wagner got so caught up he's been forgetting to breathe in this fight. That could be a thing.
It's a real thing, and I guarantee it, man. Let the emotions get to him. And look, man, and a lot of times you do forget to breathe. It's the little things that count in these fights like this, and that's exactly what's happening. Usually you see Stephen Wagner set up his shots. He's not, man. He's throwing a lot of naked shots, naked kicks. And really, he just don't look like his balance is there, right? His feet are not underneath him.
Yeah, something has happened to Stephen Wagner throughout the duration of this fight. Not sure what.
Man, he keeps ducking that right side. I know Will's setting his ass up for that. But let's talk about Will Baker for a minute. How amazing this kid is.
Head kick just missed again, barely. No, Will Baker's nuts. He's nuts.
I mean, you know what he reminds me of in the smaller weight class? I mean, really, Nathan Manis, the guy that you interviewed in our first intermission. Look, I feel like he's that type of guy.
Well, I mean, where's the hole in his game?
I don't see one. Oh, that was a big uppercut.
Heavy body
it
kick
was
lands.
close. Oh, man, dump Wagner on his head. Beautiful hip toss.
Yeah, Wagner's fighting, though. He's trying to reclaim the single leg here.
Yeah, he is. Stepping behind. Good job by Wagner.
Wagner with this full body lock. You can't wait on this body lock.
You got to
You
go.
cannot allow Baker to reclaim his position as he does there. He circles and squares his hips up. I think Baker's going to step through with his left leg for another big hip toss.
He attempted it there.
10 seconds remaining.
If I was Wagner, I'd at least be peppering the thighs with the knees to the right side, at least scoring, showing the judges, hey, I'm in control of the fight, and I'm scoring as I'm in control.
That does it for the third round as we are now in the championship rounds. And right away, Wagner's down on his butt, man. There's no other way to go about it. He just looks very tired.
He does, man, but you know what? There's no quit in him. He's going to keep fighting his butt off.
Right, and that, as you see on the replay there, lands a big left hand over the top with the right hook behind it. Body, just barely missing the chin right there is Will Baker. The big head kick.
I mean, inches. They say football's a game of inches. Fighting is a game of inches for sure.
Absolutely. There you see the big hip toss.
I mean, to be honest with you, man, Will Baker has fought everybody and has demolished everybody. I thought Stephen Wagner, I'm like, man, if he gets past Stephen Wagner, who in the heck do you put him up against?
He's going pro. He's going pro.
He's got to go pro.
He's going pro. He gets to 5-0. Will Baker's going pro. I think it would be a wise decision.
Me too.
And I got a chance to talk to Jeff Robinson earlier. He says, not just because his game is where it is, but his fan base is where it is. And this thing is growing so rapidly for Will Baker. I mean, you look at the kid. He's got the tattoos. He's got the game. He talks the talk. He walks the walk. He's a real deal. Let's not wait too long. Let's get this thing going right now. He has to. He has to go pro. Who else? I mean, who else is going to fight?
And like a lot of times, me and you would sit here and be like, man, you only got 5 amateur fights. You need
Right.
to hold off, get more experience.
Right.
But with Will Baker, go, man.
I
Go.
mean, if you finish Bryant Haynes and potentially finish Stephen Wagner here in this title fight,
I mean, what we're seeing tonight out of him is pro caliber anyway.
100%, 100%. I mean, look at this, the angles. He's not in one spot. The feints, he's up and he's down.
You know, with Wagner, man, when he goes to throw that left, he really goes out real hard to the 3 o'clock angle, and there's nothing on that punch when he's
Right.
going out because he's already out of the zone when he throws it.
Look, okay, so I have to selfishly blast myself to the past when I fought Nick Hubler Sheriff and lost. These club MMA guys, they are so great at creating angles. You go to hit them, and they are simply just not there.
Right.
As Will Baker secures a takedown right there, and a knee to the body and a right hand over top. But go back to my point. These club MMA guys, they are getting such good coaching from Jeff Robinson. You go to hit them, you wind up on your shots because they're so good technically. It's almost as if your only chance is to knock them out.
Right, and what happens is you wind up on your shots, you're looking for the Hail
Right.
Mary. There's another mistake, and the next thing you know, you're on your butt.
Right, and that's how
Or
I
you're
got-
knocked out, waking up on your butt.
That's how I got my butt whooped by Nick Hubler Sheriff. and it just wears on you, man. It just cuts you down over and over and over. And now if you're Stephen Wagner, you're into the 13th, 14th minute of this fight.
And Baker hasn't stopped. I mean,
No,
the
and
speed, he hasn't stopped at
And
all.
he shows no sign of slowing down. He's gaining momentum.
Right. I mean, just the angles, the feint angles that he's throwing. Just the little Z steps and stuff like that. Man.
Jeff Robinson calling for Will Baker to get the underhook. Doesn't like Wagner circling around, take the back. If Wagner's able to pop his head out here, he does have a very, very good rear naked choke on his record.
He does, but look at Will Baker squaring his
Right.
hips back up, turning it back into him, and here he is. Now they're in a kind of a neutralized situation. Will Baker's going to pummel into the right side, which he should do.
Look, man, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Will Baker looks like a machine. Like, he looks like an AI. Like, he does not make very many mistakes, if at all.
That's facts. I mean, I'm not going to correct you in anything with that, Hacker. That's facts right there. I mean, to be an amateur guy and only have 5 fights. But
Right.
this goes to show what we talked about in the pre-show. They've been training since they were kids, man.
Right. Now, and that's not to say that Stephen Wagner can't come out here and finish this fight in the 5th round, but you are going to have to be so precise because the openings are so minuscule.
Right, and I feel like he can't do that being on the outside throwing just one-shot wonders, right? He's not setting anything up. Look, get Nick to the ground. That's definitely not happening. It's wearing you down. Why don't you try to use that reach, right, and stay on the outside and see if you can't catch him.
I mean, it's just tough. Let's go one last time to the red corner audio, hear what Jeff is saying.
On the right side. Chop with your right leg the whole time. Okay? Start switching your stances on. Fuck with them a little bit. Okay? He can't see. All right? Move him around. Move around. In and out, in and out. Circle, circle, moving in. Okay? Only thing he wants to hit you with is that. All right? That's all he's got. Other than that, he's trying to wrestle you the whole time. All right? Stay out of it. Blow your nose.
All right, catch that first right kick on him, and then he's coming in on the second one. So let the first one go, keep it bottom, find the counter, punch a little, go again. Right?
Yeah. You good? Stand up.
This is your championship round.
I don't want a decision.
Epic statement from Jeff. How can you not love that?
Hey, that kind of gives that oomph as a fighter, right? Like when your coach tells you, I don't want that decision, you know what? You're going to go out and bust your butt and try to get your coach that finish.
And I believe Will Baker finished Bryant Haynes in the 5th round as well. So
He did.
5th and final round here. Your B2 Fighting Series Featherweight Championship. Will Baker looking to get a finish here in the 5th round. He's switching his stance as his coach asked him to do.
I mean, look, man, if he's wanting to finish, I'm going to look for that right head kick. But don't throw the head kick. Go to the hip. Kick to the hip. He'll duck down right into it. See, right
there's
there,
the knee. Yeah, that knee landed.
Ooh, nice left. Look, Wagner's got power.
Well, and as Jeff Robinson said, it's the left and nothing else.
Right, that's it.
And Jeff Robinson's in the corner saying, stay standing. Get out of there.
Yeah, he wants to finish, man. He wants Will to get back to the center of the cage, and that's what we talked about before this fight, the keys of victory. Will needs to control the center of the cage, and he's done that, and he's looked very impressive tonight on his counter-striking.
Outside trip attempt.
Man.
And right away, Jeff Robinson says, no.
He wants him to circle off and get back to the center. Saying to push his chin straight up. Beautiful job, beautiful trip.
And they're saying
Oh,
up, get
hard
up,
right
get
hands.
up. Halfway through the 5th round.
Will Baker's corner saying keep it standing. They want it standing.
And Jeff's calling for a head kick.
If you feint the hip and then you throw the head kick, it's there. He's ducking down every time.
Ben Fowler fired up over there in the B2 Digital Blue corner saying, Steven, get off and box. We have to finish this fight.
Yeah, I mean, he does. I think he needs to separate too and just go for broke. He's got to. He's not going to win the fight right here.
No.
And you're not going to finish Will Baker on the ground.
As Baker circles and takes the back of Steven Wagner.
Oh, nice knee.
Yeah, that knee got through. 30 seconds remaining. Is Baker going to be able to get a finish?
He's going to try, but Steven Wagner's holding on to the gloves of Will Baker. He's definitely not going to finish him right here, but I tell you what, he's going to get a dominant, unanimous decision.
Well, if he doesn't, we're rioting. I will tell you that. If he does not, we are rioting. And Baker finishes the fight with shots. And that does it. And Will Baker almost certainly successfully defends his B2 Fighting Series featherweight belt for the first time as they embrace their. Look, man, Steven Wagner's probably not going to be happy with his performance here tonight, but nothing to hold your head about, brother.
No, man, and I really think we touched on it. I feel like that him being so emotional yesterday during weigh-ins and today walking out, he was crying, very emotional. That drains you, and I really feel like that was the biggest factor in this fight. I mean, don't get me wrong, Will Baker is the biggest factor in this fight, but I think that had a lot to do with Wagner tonight.
Well, you're Steven Wagner. This is not it for him. This is not the last time this kid's going to fight for the B2 Fighting Series Featherweight Championship. I all but promise you that. So when you come back and you had this experience, you say, I got wrapped up in it. It meant so much to me. And you approach it next time as in it is just a fight. You will come back with a much clearer head and a clearer heart and just be able to attack this situation as it stands in front of you with no strings attached.
Yeah, I mean, you're 100% right. And the thing about it is, too, is the experience that he got tonight going all 5 rounds, fighting a guy like Will Baker, that's priceless experience that he'll carry with him the rest of his career, amateur and pro.
And that does it for our amateur card of the night, Andy. And what better way to cap it off between a back and forth brutal war between Steven Wagner and Will Baker. And there's Will Baker in the Gucci Muay Thai shorts. Chris Weidman over there fanboy, and he loves his job so much.
Oh, man, he fanboys on all these guys, and we give him a hard time all the time about it. But the thing is, the guy's passionate, and he really, really, truly does love what he does, and it shows in his work.
Yeah, it does. He's great at his job, but even better, who's better at their job, Will Baker or Chris Weidman?
I think tonight, Will Baker.
Will Baker, 100%, running away with that contest, in my opinion. A great, great performance. I mean, my man put it all together here tonight against a dangerous Stephen Wagner as Wagner climbs up to his feet to get ready for this decision. Here is Lance Green.
B2 Fighting Series fans, after 5 rounds, this decision has landed at your judges. Your judges Mike Wells, Robert Pope, and Dave Merce have all judged this bout 49-46. For your winner, and still amateur featherweight champion, Will the Lion King Baker.
All right, and Will the Lion King Baker successfully defends his B2 Fighting Series North Featherweight Amateur Championship. Dude is a problem, man. I don't know who the hell we're going to get to fight him. It will likely be on the professional circuit as he shows off his earnings here tonight. We're going to go to a short commercial break. When we come back, Andy and I will be previewing a couple of the upcoming cards, as well as a little sneak peek into a specific fight. We'll be right back in just a bit.